saved me the spot.
Yeah, was it? We didn't dare.
Hello and welcome to the Drivers Pre-Race Press Conference for the 2024 Mexico City E-Prix, where we have joining us Nyck De Vries from Andretti, Nyck De Vries from Mahindra and Sacha Fenestraz from Nissan. Now, we had the team principals here just a moment ago. It's very exciting to be back. Quick word from each of you on starting the new season, expectations, thoughts around racing in Mexico. Jake, do you want to take us off?
Yeah, it's always exciting to kick-start any season, and to do it in Mexico is pretty special. The fans here are super engaging. They have a lot of passion behind motorsport, and yeah, really looking forward to seeing the grandstand full tomorrow. So yeah, feeling pretty excited to see where we are in terms of package and performance. I think everyone's going to close up a little bit, and it's going to be difficult to replicate what we did here last season, but nevertheless, I think everyone's just eager to start now and yeah, put all the talk behind us and just see how we go.
Nick?
Nothing to add. Yeah, no, it's good to get back to racing. It's been a little while, yeah, since I was last on the grid, informally, but even in a proper race. So yeah, we're excited to be back. It's been a long winter, but also a good one. We've worked and prepared ahead of the season. Obviously, never quite prepared enough, but yeah, we're excited to start and to see what we can do.
Sacha, anything to add?
Yeah, of course, very exciting. It's been one of the longest break I've ever had in my career. I think 6 months without racing is way too much. Of course, we have Valencia in the middle, but it's still not a race weekend feeling. So very excited, very happy to be here in Mexico. As Jake said, the fans here are crazy, the loud, it's really cool. And we'll see how it goes. Of course, we upgraded, we did some little things in the car to help us on the energy side of things, because I was penalized with this last year and didn't do a really great job on that side of things. So I'm pretty confident this year compared to where I was here a year ago. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's hard to say where we're going to be compared to the rest. Valencia is not really relevant in my opinion. So we'll see in 24 hours where we are compared to the rest.
Okay, Jake, moving on to you. Reigning champion this weekend, the journey begins to try and do something that only one person's ever done before. John O'Byrne, retaining a championship title. Do you feel like you're in a position to make that happen?
Yeah, I mean, not too much has changed from last season. I think everyone has obviously improved their software and made small improvements here and there, but obviously with the hardware staying the same, I feel in pretty good contention. There's still definitely some cars which are going to be extremely competitive and difficult to beat, but I mean, it's just nice to get the season started. Whether I come away with a win or a P8, not really going to change the outcome too much of the championship in 6-7 months' time. So yeah, just want to get some points on the board. Blow the rust off again. It's been a long time for everyone, and Formula E racing always requires such attention to detail and reading the strategy, reading the race, drivers having different views on how the race is going to go, and just generally avoiding the chaos. So, and I feel like everyone did a really good job of that towards the end of last year. We're fully in the swing of things, but 6 months break is a long time. So I would imagine there's going to be some drama, but hopefully we're at the front of it and we can just have an easy race with it.
So last season, of course, was a record-breaking season for you. 11 podiums in 16 races, 2 which, of course, being race wins. That season started off with a win here in Mexico. So my question is it a different feeling now, starting the season here? Is your preparation different at all?
Definitely no different in terms of preparation. We've done the same thing over and over now for multiple years, and it seems to be working quite well. I mean, ultimately you're only as good as your race car and the powertrain behind you, and I've got a very good one. So whether you 10 days of prep or 1 day of prep, I always feel like there's only so much you can do. You need to get out on track and see how much grip you have, and hopefully it's a lot. But just my general feeling coming into the weekend is very relaxed. I feel the most within myself I've ever been in my career. You definitely have a different sort of persona about you when you come in as champion. You don't feel the need to prove yourself to anyone. And yeah, I I mean, like, when it comes to qualifying, there's going to be pressure for sure. I put pressure on myself to deliver, and I think we're all used to that. So whether I have the number one on my car at that stage or not makes zero difference. But at this stage right now, just looking forward to F1. Yeah, it's the most relaxed I've ever been inside of a motorsport career.
Great to hear. Nyck De Vries, moving on to yourself. Delighted, of course, to have you back in the championship for the first race weekend of the season. Now, how are you feeling about getting back to racing in FE this weekend? Because Gen 3 is very different to Gen 2, and the racing here, we saw that last season, but there's been a whole season of almost understanding of Gen 3 coming back to Mexico City.
Yeah, my general feeling is very excited, very happy, grateful. I had a little bit of a roller coaster year, and I'm very grateful for the warm welcoming from the whole Formula E community, and it's really nice to start a season in Mexico where there's a lot of passion for our sport, a lot of appreciation. So really happy, had a good winter, spent time with family, and just looking forward to go racing again. We're in a good team, and I think we have a strong foundation. Of course, the hard work remained the same from last year, but it doesn't mean we can improve as an organization, and I believe we've done already some progress. Everything will cluster up because naturally in the second season everything becomes closer, and there'll be some catching up from my side as well, because as you said, the racing in Gen 3 has been a little bit different. We've seen penalty style races, although that's not the same for every weekend, depending on how energy sensitive the track is. So yeah, just excited and happy to be here.
So just to follow up on something you mentioned there about development in the off-season over winter, last season left quite a lot to be desired for the Mahindra team. Are you happy with the work that's gone in over the season? Does it feel like there's been a lot of gains made?
Yeah, but equally, little steps can make big steps, and it's not a process that is done overnight. And I think the team has already had a great foundation, and it was just a matter of kind of reshuffling things, recruiting more people, and building kind of new structure, implementing a little bit more processes. And yeah, I think everyone is very much on board, believes in the perspective, and you just got to be patient and manage the internal and external expectations in the position as well.
Sacha, moving on to yourself, very impressive rookie season last season, pole position to your name, a couple of fourth place finishes. With a full season of racing now under your belt though, expectations have definitely probably, I imagine, grown for yourself and the team.
Yeah, definitely. As I said earlier, I feel a lot more prepared compared to a year ago. I know a lot more about everything from me. As you say, there is of course more expectation from the team side, on my side, also my personal side, expecting better things to happen. So of course you have that motivation of starting this season with the experience of what I had last year. And we'll see how it goes. Of course, everybody has improved since London last year. I did a lot of sim work to work on my, let's say, weak points that I had during the season. As we might have seen in some of the racing, of course, qualifying was relatively good every now and then, but racing was definitely my weak point. So yeah, as I said, pretty excited to start here in Mexico. I feel a lot more prepared, a lot more knowledge about the championship, about everything. So yeah, let's see how it goes tomorrow. Already last year, our first qualifying in F3, we managed to go through the duel, so we'll see if we can make that happen again tomorrow.
Just to reflect very quickly, what do you think were your biggest challenges last season, both as a driver and a team? And do you think you've overcome them in the winter break?
Yes, yeah, definitely. The most difficult part for me as a driver last year, as I already said it a few times, was the energy management side of things, where it's very easy for you to try to overtake a guy or overconsume very easily, and then you're just making your race harder for later on. And we saw it a few times here in Mexico, my first ever race. Cape Town, and a few moments. So and with the team, of course, we had my racing year never did F3 until last year, so we were both very new. And I had a chat with him today, and we were both a lot more confident going into season 10, because we, as I just said, we know everything that's going on really. As when we arrived here in Mexico last year, we were not prepared at all to start the season. We were a little bit everywhere, not really confident on our work, and now, yeah, it's the whole thing. We felt track, and yeah, we'll see how we go.
More of a general question about the kind of racing we might expect to see in this second year of the Gen 3 era. How important do you think qualifying will be first of all here in Mexico?
Mexico is quite an important one because it's quite a different type of racing that we see in, as an example, Portland. Here with the high altitude, the thin air, the slipstream and the game behind the cars is not as big as we have in the other races. So I think it's going to be relatively a quick race in my opinion. I think qualifying starting in the front I think will be quite important because it's not as easy to overtake us on the tracks. So I think qualifying in the front and managing your energy of course will lead to hopefully a good result in my opinion.
Thank you very much guys.